I cannot deny these creeps because I will literally get all my HP low. So he does everything correctly in this beginning of the lane. So hello guys, this is OG9. Today I'm gonna show you a little bit about when to play aggressively or passively on the mid lane. So the first point I will talk about is knowing when to play aggressively or passively. And I think the biggest thing that you need to understand is just the matchups that you play. This is a game I played Tiny against Magnus. I am the Magnus, it was an official like 2 days ago. This lane was not that easy, but he just made certain mistakes where he's over pressuring me when I'm a Magnus. Like, this is a rank 50 player, but these are just mistakes that happen at any bracket in the game. He's just overplaying his pressure and is getting squared into the tower. It's a very simple move by Magnus. I don't think it should ever happen, but it actually happened twice to him in this game, and that's the only reason why I really snowballed from the beginning and could really get a really good game going. Here you will see it happens again. And I literally get first blood, and from this point on the lane is over. So this is just an example of how it can look like when someone overplays their aggression, and that could be that maybe he has not played enough against Magnus, because it's very simple. Right now Magnus is meta, so you kinda need to expect that when you play against a Magnus, you get squared into the tower. This will happen in a lot of matchups though, where in a lot of pro games, the guy that has the edge of the understanding of the matchup, they usually win the lane. And you can see that with a lot of people, like some Malrine who plays Primal Beast and wins the game against a Huskar. That is just a thing where he understands his hero really well and understands that there's nothing he can do on the lane against Huskar, for example, if he plays normally. But if he were to cut the lane, for example, get a free level 2, suddenly he has some pressure points on Huskar. So to me, these things are really just understanding of the matchups and knowing the limits of your hero. So this is the next example about passive or aggressive mid laning. This is an official I played against Sumail. It's a Tango against Sniper lane. And pretty much every lane that you play against Sniper will look a lot like this, where Sniper is just an OP mid laner and there might not be a single hero in the game that consistently wins mid against him. But still there's mistakes that I've done in this game, in this lane, that just enable him to just play the lane correctly and pressure me even more than it should be. I'm gonna start by just the way this lane started. I think the first mistake that you will see here is that my range creep is tanking the enemy range creep, which already means that the lane is gonna push into me, which just means that either I'm gonna get a deny, which is very hard because he has an ability that basically lets him secure every last hit, and that will enable him to get level 2 before me and pressure me under the tower, and that is exactly what will happen right now. I'm gonna try to get deny, but I can't because at this point the lane is already really hard. And this is something that happens in a lot of games where honestly the first wave kinda decides if you can play aggressively or passively. The way this lane went out, just by the range creep dying, you can see that I don't have protection anymore, and he can literally just walk up to me and hit me. I cannot deny these creeps because I will literally get all my HP low. So he does everything correctly in this beginning of the lane. He gets the first wave, and now he's level 2. I didn't kill a single creep. I'm already a little bit harassed, and now he's level 2 with headshot. So from this point on, even though the lane just started, I can already tell that this lane is not gonna go good, and it's just the first wave. The mistake I made in this game is knowing that I'm playing against a Sniper and having to block from the start in the beginning, because if this lane were to get into my tower, like let's say it started here or here, the Sniper cannot harass me like he did, and I can pull enemy creeps into my tower, which will help me to stabilize the lane before the first wave. Like in return, like the way it went out, I'm gonna get hit under the tower non-stop, and I'm already half HP before a single enemy creep died. So just to summarize, I think the biggest thing about the mid lane is really just knowing your matchups. Play the heroes that you're good at against as many heroes as possible to really understand what are the strengths and weaknesses of the hero. Once you have that done, like, you need to understand what it means that if an enemy hero is stronger, what does that mean for the lane? Do you need a better block? Do you need a stable early game, early lane? Things like that are very important to plan ahead if you want to even win unfavorable matchup, which is a possibility. That's it with the knowing when to play aggressively or passively tutorial. If you liked it, just leave a like, and if you want more of these videos, leave a suggestion maybe with what you would like to see. And I hope I see you next time.